We've got another company ending a bunch of their woke policies. Last week, we exposed Constellation Brands, the owner of Modelo, Pacifico, and Corona beer. Today, I am able to tell you that they are changing a bunch of the policies that we highlighted in that video after our engagement with them. So let me tell you exclusively some of those policy changes. Going forward, Constellation Brands, Corona beer, Pacifico, and Modelo will no longer have an association with the HRC or their woke, crazy CEI scoring system. If you're unfamiliar with this scoring system, it is the one that requires you, in order to get a 100 score, to pay for sex changes for not only your employees, but also their dependents. It is absolutely absurd. They will also no longer engage in lobbying for legislation that is not core to their business. An example of this is that they backed the Equality Act, a terrible name for a terrible bill. It really was a proxy and a way to get men who, quote, identify as women to be able to play in girls' sports and enter their single-sex spaces. Going forward, they will no longer use the term Latinx ever again. I can't believe that they ever did in the first place. It is an absurd term. No company should be using it, and I can't believe any company still is. They will also be doing away with the idea of diverse suppliers being given any sort of preferential treatment, and instead, supplier engagement will be focused on supporting all small businesses. They are also ending their DEI focus. DEI will not be a term there anymore. They will not be using it, and that is final. And last but not least, this point below states that employees will receive guidance about how to behave when they're representing the company on social media and in real life, so that they do not inject their own personal politics and division into the brand. Now that wraps up their changes that they're making, but I want to give you guys some of my personal commentary on this because I feel like it's important to give you guys a little bit of context into how I feel about it. So as you guys know, I called out in my initial video the fact that they manufacture everything in Mexico, although they rely on the US consumer to keep their brands really going, right? So I think some of this stuff should get moved up here to the US and employ US workers. So that's not going to happen. I'm going to be real with you. They're going to continue to manufacture in Mexico. They did tell me they are going to spend money here in the US and continue investment in the US, but not in the manufacturing sector. Personally, I don't feel good about that. And it's their business. They can do what they want to do, but I do want to give full context as to how I feel about how this all is going. The other thing too is that the proof is in the actions we are going to see coming up. So we will keep our eye on this company because I can't say that I'm 1,000% convinced that the perfect things are going to happen. I wish I could say that I believe that the perfect things are going to happen in the coming months, but I don't know that. I can't say that. So we just have to watch and see. And as you guys know, a lot of what we do is predicated on whistleblower testimony. So we're going to be watching out for any whistleblowers who say that they are not holding up their end of the bargain here. Anytime a company backs off of woke policies, it's a good thing, right? But there's certain companies where I get the feeling that they're doing it because they need to, not because they want to. And just my gut feeling here, this is one of those cases where they felt like they needed to make these changes, not so much that they wanted to. If you love what we do, ending wokeness in corporate America, follow, share these videos, and support us by subscribing on X.